Thank you very much, Dan Rowan. Well, as you know, a lot of speculation this week on the health of Michael Jordan, and Coach Phil Jackson joins us. And Michael's foot injury kept him out of the Boston game. A lot of speculation as to whether he'd play against Portland. At this juncture of the season, a lot of people were saying, well, why don't they just keep Michael out for 3 or 4 or 5 games? How much do you go along with a player to trust how he feels about an injury in terms of letting him play?
Well, that's a good question, I think, Wayne, because you know, everything we say, everything turns on a trifle. You know, for the want of a nail, you know, the war is lost, you know, the shoe and all that horseshoe stuff. Anyway, that's the way we kind of feel about a basketball team. You really have to stay in pretty orderly fashion for everything to work well. And so you want to have all your working parts together. We have enough working parts out without having Michael Jordan out there. I mean, Bill Cartwright's running 20 minutes a game, 22 minutes a game, and really is laboring to run. Bill is coming along a little bit. Pax is another player that's laboring. Right now, you know, Rodney McRae is not running or playing well, and we got to get him going. And so we have 3 players that we're counting on during the season that are laboring, and then miss Michael Jordan. That's too many. Now, when a player says to me, I'm injured, I'm hurt, that's it. You tell me when you feel like you can go. Couple games, couple days, whatever, how's it going? And they say, I want to give it a try, we give it a try. In a game situation, when a player says, I want to give it a try, he's out there on the floor giving it a try till he says, that's it, coach, I can't go. And then, you know, I have to let it go. Now, if the medical people come by and say, hey, he may think he can go, but he really can't, then we pull the guy out and say, you know, you're not okay to go. And that happened to us once in the playoffs with Scottie Pippen in the 5th game of the Detroit Pistons series in '88. And I think that hurt our chances in a game like that. But that's when we make a decision and say, no, you can't play, even though the player wants to play. When a player, especially a guy like Michael who knows his body, says, I can go, we let him go as long as he wants to.
When did you know he was close to 100%? 38 minutes, 38 points last night. When did you have the feeling? Some of us thought maybe 3rd period when he went in from the free throw line and slam dunked a missed free throw by Scottie Pippen.
Well, this, you know, the coaches are going to blame the kid who was out here at the 3-point line, the dim box out, Michael, because Michael started behind the 3-point line, and you notice he had to bend his arm to get that in. If he would have dunked that straight arm, it wouldn't have ever gone in. He had to kind of curl it back here to put it in. That's how high he came. But in the beginning of the 3rd quarter, he went up in the first minute. I didn't think he played well in the 1st or 2nd quarters. He's kind of gingerly testing it out. Am I okay? Can I take this move? Is this shot all right? And then in the 3rd quarter, he got 2 rebounds. The first one, I looked and I said, Chip, how do you think he landed at that time? Chip said, looked to me like he landed and he still had spring and he's okay. The second one, he landed and he took off like, okay, now I got a rebound. I'm going to charge it up the floor. Then we knew he was all right. And finally, of course, that last replay that we saw with Michael putting that one in, coming from 30 feet away to beat everybody to the ball, that was the confirmation in the a la mode.
In any case, with an injury, the last hurdle for a player to overcome is mental, isn't it?
Well, it really is. And when your body fails you as an athlete, and it might be the first time your mortality has been sounded, and you know that, you know, all good things might come to an end. So, you know, at that time, a player has to have confidence to get back out there on the floor and play 100%.
Well, certainly he had confidence last night, 38 points in 38 minutes. That's proof enough.